So I get this question most of time from my NRI clients, from my viewers, that do NRI need to file return? And I can give answer of this question two way, theoretically and practically. So if I talk about theoretically answer, which you will get most of time if you ask the same question to other people who are related to taxation, they will give you theoretical answer like, if your income is not more than 2.5 lakh rupees in a year, you should not file your return. But as I handle litigation and NRI notices, I think I can give you answer more in a practical way. So what is a practical answer to this question? Simply, if you understand, the income criteria is not the only criteria which mandates you to file income tax return. If you do certain kind of expenditure, if you do certain kind of high value transactions in a particular year, still you need to file return, and it is mandatory. So if I just give you an example, like you bought a property or you sold a property in a particular year, or you have done some credit card payment which is more than a certain limit which keep changing every year, and if you have transferred some money from outside India, or you are trying to transfer some money from India to outside country, there are certain this kind of transaction which keep changing every year as per the requirement of government, so it is not fixed. So all these condition mandates that you should file return. Now for you, it is practically not possible to keep checking every year that you are qualifying to file a return or not, and there's very high chances that you will miss out filing a return when you should. And what will happen after that? What can be the repercussion if you don't file the return? So another important point about the NRI taxation is the notice can be issued to an NRI up to 14 years as against notice which is issued to residents in a period of 4 years. So just suppose an example that you receive a notice for a year which is you can say 10 year earlier or 10 year in past, and you don't have any documents for that particular year. It's highly possible, and it has happened with quite some of my clients, because after 10 years it's almost a decade, it's actually a decade, and then in a decade you might have shifted to maybe a completely different country. You don't have access to all those documents and all which you require to file return. And what will happen in that case if you don't have any document to support your claim? Simply whatever notice, whatever penalty and tax is issued by department, you have to accept and you have to pay. Even theoretically you should not be paying that. So that can be scenario. And what can be simple solution to this complex problem? If I say simply file a return, even you don't have any income to report, file a nil income tax return, and it doesn't cost much. Maybe we are charging 2,500 rupees plus GST for that. So you consider less than 10 rupees per day, you can simply buy a peace of mind and avoid all these notices and litigations letter which can happen with the department. And there are reasons for that. You understand, as an NRI you do transactions a lot of time, and because you don't file any return, they don't file any mention of that anywhere. So how they will come to know that whether you are NRI or not? Of course, they will simply issue a notice which can be out of curiosity also, but that notice will create a lot of problem for you, because you have to hire a chartered accountant, and then you have to provide all the documents, and you have to spend time on that, on a fruitless exercise which you can avoid simply by filing a return. So hope this answer is more practical, and if you agree with this answer and you still have not filed return for last year, you can file your return now with us. There is a link given in the description box. You can use the link there. You have to provide some information, and someone from my team will contact you and file your return. So it's very simple exercise. Maybe first year you have to give slightly more document, but after that every year just you send your bank statement and our team will file return. Wherever you are in the world, simply once in a year you have to do exercise, and you can avoid all this. Not only that, when we file the return, we also prepare a balance sheet. Now we'll ask, what is the balance sheet? So balance sheet is simple, a statement of assets and liabilities. So each year when you buy some asset or sell some asset, it keeps changing, and it is very, actually you can say, useful when something notice or some litigation comes in, because you can see you can show income tax department year on year movement of fund to your, you can say, asset and liability statement, and it's very easy way to convince them that whatever fund you have received is from legal you can say sources, and from NRI sources, whatever source of income you are earning which is tax free. So this simple exercise will keep away from all these litigations and unnecessary things, and hope you will appreciate this information and take some action on that before you have to face some unnecessary hassle from the department. So I see Arun Tiwari sign off here. Have a nice day. And in case you have any further questions related to your NRI taxation, you want to sell some property and you want to consult us for any other matter related to your taxation part, you can put a comment in the comment section and I will reply. If it is a personal question, please don't put it on comment section. Send us a mail. The mail is also mentioned in the description box. And if it is a simple question, we will answer without any problem. But if it's something where we have to do some research, we have to study further, we have to do some calculation, there will be a nominal fees for that. So that's all in this video. Thank you. Have a nice day.